Hi, everybody. Welcome to another listen along. I'm your host, William, also the drummer for Glass Beach. If you have never joined us before, what we're going to do is listen to the entirety of an album. The music won't be played live on stream, so you will have to pull up a streaming provider of your choice or something, some way to listen to the record yourself. And we will listen to the entirety all the way through, no stopping, and myself and my guest will chat about it, and essentially it will be some sort of album commentary, like film commentary, but for albums, or like album commentary for albums. I am blessed. I'm blessed to have my guest today to discuss her album, listen to it, t.i.a.p.f.y.h. Nailed it. And I have Nat left at London.
N-A-T-P-U-F-F. Hi.
Great. You will see Nat in a moment. I have a spiel that I need to get through first. Overzealous says hi. Hello, Overzealous. Hello, Austin. I've said now. Bringing up the image here. Boom. So what we're going to do, first, we're going to visit the band's website, Bandcamp. Purchase the album, merch, if you can, or after, whatever. Just, I would encourage you to, if you have the means, let's spend some money on the guests that I have on the show. Supporting guests that I have on the show in turn supports me, if you really think about it. So thank you so much. Then we're going to go and open a streaming provider. I'm going to use the Green Music app, but you can use the fruit with the bite out of it, or Deezer, if you use Deezer. Or whatever. We're gonna wait for it. What do you like?
I like imagining that Deezer is just a streaming platform with Weezer songs, but all the W's are replaced with D's. I look just like Buddy Holly.
Dressel with Jimmy.
Dressel Dith Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I said a W. Oh no. Anyway,
you're kicked off Deezer now.
Yeah, I can't go on Deezer anymore. Deezer nuts, am I right? Okay, opening streaming service is the thing we'll do. You'll wait for a 3, 2, 1, go. That wasn't it. But later I'll be doing something very similar to that.
If people want an easy link, leftatlondon.com/t.i.a.p.f.y.h goes to like all the streaming platforms, my Bandcamp, and even the vinyl merch shit.
Wait. You want an easier link? Type ! Listen in the chat. It will bring you to that link, and it will also bring you to Nat's Patreon.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's what I do here. That's why they pay me the nothing bucks. So I'll do a 3, 2, 1, go later. That wasn't it. Hit play on go to sync with me. That's for you, Nat, and also for the audience. And then we should be synced up, and we're going to give it a whole listen through. And again, ! Listen in the chat. The first link is Nat's website with all of the links to merch and vinyl and all that stuff. And then the second link is the Patreon for Left at London. And I would encourage you to join that. I think the lowest tier is $1. It's just $1.
Yeah, it's just $1.
It's just $1. What are you waiting for? Okay, so let's go to a window where we can actually see Nat. Here we go. Is everybody ready? I've done it. At least right now you can't see the whole thing. I have you in a little bubble, in a little circle. Oh, but on the next window they will see the whole thing. In fact, they might see me, my little self in the corner here. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. I just got to be sure I deal with that. Anyway, so right now I'm looking at the Bandcamp for Left at London. And you can see all of that stuff right there. I'm not going to stay here for very long. I just wanted you to see that it exists. Check that out. Check out the other music. And also, you're in Wow OK. And I really like Wow OK as well. And not just because we had you do a remix of one of our songs, but also because I just really like Wow OK. It really does. I mean, you and Robin independently make very good music. And you know what? I'll say it here. You make great music together. You just do. I'm going to go to the next window here. So we got... They can't hear you? Oh no. What has happened? Hold on. That's no good. Yeah, you have been saying funny stuff the whole time. What happened? That should be working.
Blah 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 blah. Tell me when I can be heard.
Oh, okay, good. They could hear you until I went to the web browsing window. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you're good. We heard most of the funny stuff before that. Everything's all right.
Okay, that's fun.
But now they can hear you again. That was my bad, everybody. You know, in OBS when you change scenes, if you haven't copied and pasted the inputs correctly, sometimes the thing goes away. So yeah, there's that. I want to say hi to some people in chat. Hi to Bimo135. Nice to see you here. Oh, we got cool. Thanks, M. McDoom here. We got Gecko Yan.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hi Nat, you're a legend. Says Gecko_Yan.
Hi Gecko Yan.
Oh, Sababas 2 subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much for that. People are saying hi Nat. We got some hi Nats. Can't wait for those. An acronym.
Sababas 2. I'd like to see some Babas if you know what I mean. I'd like to see some Babas too if you know what I mean.
Hey, not on stream, not live on stream. This is
this is a family show. This is a family show.
Let's see here. We got Dayton. Dayton's here. What's up, Glass Beach Band? I almost didn't realize what you were saying with the second B there. Glass Beach Band. Relentless Boo. Question for Nat. Are there any plans for a CD release of t.i.a.p.f.y.h?
No.
You heard it here, folks. Nat doesn't give a shit about your CD player.
What is this, Y2K? Come on.
Y2K.
Listen to some real state of the art ways of listening to music, like vinyl and cassette.
Yeah, get with the times. CDs are so out. CDs are time. You really aren't going to do CDs though?
Probably not.
Great. No, that's fine.
Yeah. I don't got the money.
Extreme. Oat. Oh my gosh. Why does Twitch have yellow text for people sometimes? That's like the worst.
Is it bad that when I read this username, I pronounced lemon in my head? Completely unintentionally. I thought it was like,
lemon?
Oh, that must be how it's pronounced.
Oat milk
lemon tea.
Lemon tea?
Yeah.
Oat milk lemon tea. Oat milk lemon tea. That's the way I like to see the listen along show that we're doing right now. Am I right? To my left, though, I'm going to get into this. What's happening, everybody? So we're going to be listening to music. No negativity, no criticism, constructive or otherwise. I'm talking to you, chat, and also me, William. Basically, I think constructive criticism is very valuable. It's essential to art. It's essential to good art, I think, personally. That's my hot take. But right now, that's not what I'm going for. This is an album that I love, and I want to just sit here and gush about it, and it's going to be great. And it is great. I'm excited. If you haven't heard it before, I'm excited for you to hear it for the first time. If you have heard it before, I'm excited for you to hear it again and also hear all the things that Nat has to say about it. And then I'll also be saying things, but I'll be saying things like, ooh, and like, I really like that part. And like, I'll be doing those in that order.
Yeah.
Adult Suede says, real vibe times while I get moving. Thank all of you.
Are you moving like houses or something?
Yeah. Are you listening to this while you're moving? Like, are you moving?
Are you U-hauling?
Type your full address in chat. Don't do that.
Hey guys, if you type your full address into chat plus your credit card information, we will ship. No, we will not do that.
We will make CDs.
We will finally make CDs. I'll just like burn CDs like from like my dad's old like blank CD collection that he's had since like the mid 2010s.
Well, if you have an original Glass Beach, like the first Glass Beach album CD, the ones we made before we signed to Run for Cover, just take one of those and we didn't get protected CDs, so you can just write over those.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Adult Suede says that they're moving via plane later tomorrow across the America. Where specifically in America?
Yeah. Give us the address.
Exclamation point credit card.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, where are you going in the US though? That's a good question.
This chat is cheeky. I like these guys.
They're probably from you for the most part. That's why they're so cheeky. Our chat is usually not cheeky. They're just fun, and yeah, they're actually also cheeky.
Yeah, they're just fun. And what's the word for cheeky? Oh, silly me.
J.t.p.f.y.h says it's so good. Been listening to it nonstop. C Babas 2 said I listened to this album for the first time yesterday on the bus. Lol. Spooshy. Hi Nat, bought this album on Bandcamp so I could listen to it in the 30 minutes before it dropped on Spotify. Loved it to death. I've made all my friends listen to it since then. That's what's up. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Also, thank you for this album, Nat. It was a really amazing experience. Says DK
Betiza
9. Yes.
Yeah. Adult Suede's moving from California to Florida, which is wild, but they're excited.
Wow.
I want to point out this comment. I'm not sure if you already pointed it out, and I was not listening, but the JTPK with the trying to play Pills and Good Advice on like Google, and then it just rickrolled them. Just was like, okay, playing Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. If somebody wants to make an edit of Pills and Good Advice where it like has like the acoustic part and it's like Pills and Good Advice. If somebody wants to make that edit, then go for it.
If you're gonna do that one, you could do the Pills and Good Advice, like, and then like just put in some of that too. Just make a bunch of different like drum fill edits of that section.
Oh, Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley.
Oh, Ashley is here.
Yeah.
Hey, Ashley, I saw your comment on our cover on Rate Your Music. I'm kidding. I did see it, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
Ashley, what did you say? What
did you say
to the
fine.
Nice people?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It was barely anything. It was glaring issues. Your review is just glaring issues. If I remember correctly. No worries. Okay, hello everybody. So I'm going to give you a minute here. I didn't mean to call you out, Ashley. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny.
If you haven't pulled up a streaming provider yet, you should do that. Like I said, I'll be using... That's what it says when you rate certain stuff? Well, I mean, you gave it a 2, I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah, we've got doxing, we've got call-outs. This is the best listen-along I've ever done. Okay, pull up a streaming provider, everyone. We're going to get into it. We're going to do it.
Yeah, I did the exclamation point listen thing, so should be up.
Yeah. There it is. Again, that first link is to the Left at London website with all the information you need about this release, links to stuff. And
actually, you didn't like MCR to begin with. Sorry, I have to address this. You don't like MCR to begin with? What did you listen to in like junior high and high school? Ween? God damn. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like...
Oh, Green Day.
Green Day. I listened to Green Day and My Chemical Romance. I liked them both very much. And a bunch of DDR music.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can we skip listening to t.i.a.p.f.y.h and just listen to that Butterfly song that's on DDR? Or hold on. Breakdown? Do you remember Breakdown?
I don't. I remember the butterfly one, but I do not remember breakdown.
It's like breakdown.
Okay, don't sing it too well. We might get in trouble. That's all. On Twitch. Did DDR also have that one song that's like in a lot of action movies and you know what song I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't think that it was on any of the versions of DDR that I had. I was actually really good at DDR as a kid. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Okay, so here's a fun fact about me. I was playing like expert mode DDR when I was like 6, and
wow.
And like, so like I was obsessed with that game, and then one day I just like one day for Christmas, specifically on a Christmas day, I got like a competition standard regulation like DDR pad. You had to like wear shoes in order to like play with it, and my AIM username had DDR dude in it.
Ooh, you made it your life.
I made it my fucking life when I was a kid. It was that and Sly Cooper and nothing else.
Hey, Sly Cooper. I talk about this with Jonas pretty often, but we talk about like how video games like that are more stylistic in their like presentation hold up longer than video games that tried to do like realistic. Like if you look back at the commercials for the first Resident Evil, they're like realistic graphics like you've never seen before, or like that kind of stuff, and it just looks so bad. It looks hilarious. But the old Sly Coopers, even though they are like worse graphics wise, because they went with the stylistic approach, it super holds up. I don't know,
out of all the Sly Cooper games, the newest one looks the worst somehow. Like 2 and 3, genuinely really good looking games. Like they've got like the outlines and shit. They're like before Borderlands. So
yeah, Ashley has a good point. You should have kept pursuing your DDR. You'd be famous.
I should have.
Yeah.
The DDR community is a much more accepting community than music. Even though that they're essentially like one's like a subculture of the other. Teeth Gang. What's that? Check it out. Look up.
You want me to... Oh!
Teeth Gang.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Check it out. Look up. I thought you were telling me to look up Teeth Gang. I was about to like search it on my phone. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Google Teeth Gang. That sounds like one of those like spam Elon Musk reply bots. That's like it's like a fake tweet from Elon Musk that's like him leaning back in his chair, and it says like Google Teeth Gang, you'll thank me later. And then the caption is like I don't know, like monkey.
Come on, bring it home. You got it.
Monkey Thorpe, keeping it real or some shit. What is Teeth Gang? Ashley asked. It is a little inside joke from the H-Bomb stream that like lasted like 2 days, where he was doing Donkey Kong 64. Yeah. And I promised that if I reached a certain amount of followers on stream, that I would get a tattoo commemorating the stream, and I did. So I did.
Wow. Well, damn. All right. Yeah. I think I've given everyone enough time. Have I stalled long enough?
It's been 24 minutes. I think it's been enough time.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, last chance to pull up your streaming provider.
Hold on, let me
I got to do it too.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it, Mr. Krabs.
Mister?
Crabs?
Crabs? All right. I think I'm ready. Posture check.
Oh, did we get a posture check?
I got a posture check. Thank you.
We got a posture check in there? Yeah.
Thank you.
If you get 500 viewers on this stream, can you tattoo that animal on the Glass Beach album cover? Oh yeah, the alien cuttlefish.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Yeah, if we get 500 viewers on this stream, like 500, like, what's the word? Congruent, or like the at one time?
It has to be one time. It has to be
one time. If we get it at one time, Nat and I will both get half of the cuttlefish. And so when we put our like shoulders together, it'll complete the cuttlefish alien.
I love that so much. I would do that for you for only 100 viewers.
No. It has to be 500. Well, or we could do the Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny route, where they both had the birthmark on their butt cheek, and they pressed their butt cheeks together, and it spelled out Tenacious D. Tinnock ESD. Knuckle tats that say cuttlefish. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Cuddle without the E at the end. That's super.
Well, if you take out the second T and take out the second I, you can just do like regular knuckle tats, because like you don't need to have your thumb knuckle.
Cuddle E fish is also good. Yeah,
I only pass online. Call that an E fish.
Oh. And on that note, I think we should start. Things are getting out of hand. Yeah. Wait, okay, we just picked up 2 more viewers. Did someone tweet out that we would get tattoos?
Ashley really wants that tattoo for us.
If we did get it, where would you want it?
Something
that would be easy to face.
Chins. So we have to like.
Okay, all right, chins it is.
Yeah.
So 500 viewers all at once. Okay, I'm done stalling now. Let's do it. So I have t.i.a.p.f.y.h pulled up. Any last things you want to say before we get into it, and then talk some more?
This is an album.
Great. I suppose like just for the sake of listeners, I mean, general content warnings, I think, for drugs, and I think you mention stuff along the lines of suicide and suicidal ideation. I think. Do you think? Well, I'm thinking. I don't want to like explicitly say the line because I'm thinking of the one that I'm thinking of one.
There's like 5 lines that you could be referencing by saying the one line.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's like, well, and Marian Zionchek as well. There's like a bit of that.
A bit?
I'm just trying to tiptoe here. I'm tiptoeing.
Okay, guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. This is a very suicide-y album. And if you can't handle that, then please do not try to handle that if you can't right now. Like, it's not wise. And then take care of yourself. There's also a drowning mention in the first song. There's like multiple just general death mentions in the album. Yeah. So if that's not good for today, then hey, well this will be available later, right?
Yeah, it'll be a VOD on YouTube on the Second Glass Beach channel.
So if you wanna, if you can't do right now, then hey, it's gonna be on the YouTube channel. So yeah, either way, I hope you like the album if that is something that you want to listen to. Yeah.
Well, good. That I was yes, I didn't mean to tiptoe to the point of like sugarcoating.
It's a teensy bit about
I just definitely when I like do the content warnings, I don't want to like I think I err on the side of like not scaring people more than anything, because it is like, I mean, it's in music. It's a like, and depending on how people, if there's like an audible cue or something that's more for them, or if they like, as opposed to seeing it on TV or in movies or stuff like that. Yeah. But yes, I'm glad we went through that. It should be good.
Yeah.
If you
we just
are
passed the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, which is a perfect time to start the Okay. All right. This will be on YouTube afterwards on the Second Class Beach channel. So again, if you can't catch it or the whole thing, it will be there. The Second Class Beach channel in a playlist called Listen Along. That's where all of the other ones I've done so far are. And I'm going to be saying the song titles as we go along, just so you know.
I'm going to do another listen.
What's that?
I'm going to do another listen, like the exclamation point listen.
Oh, exclamation point listen, yes. Yeah. You'll see at the bottom of this screen on the stream that I have my Spotify. Oh no, a cat is meowing at me.
No, that's the worst thing that could happen.
Oh no. I have it down at the bottom there, so it will show you what song we're on and where we are in that song. So if you do get off or behind, or you miss the countdown and it's all horrible. Oh no, I can't pet you all the way down there. Then you can look at that and catch up and get everything good. Okay, let's do it. Let's listen.
Am I sweating? Is this shirt sweaty? It's sweaty. I just was looking at my pit stains.
Oh.
During the stream.
That's a good time for it. Okay, let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Count me down.
All right. I'm going to do... This is not it. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1, go. On go, hit play with me, and we should be as close to synced up as possible. That's for you. That's for the audience, everyone. Okay, so this is t.i.a.p.f.y.h. t.i.a.p.f.y.h. By Left at London.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
I hate doing this. I hate to do this right when we're about to start, but I might need to use the restroom.
Please
used it right before we started streaming. I was like,
no worries.
Okay, great. I'm gonna cover the camera with whatever this was a bag for.
No worries. I can go back to the listen. I can go back to the single screen.
I'm hidden behind.
You know,
all right, headphones are off. Headphones are off. I can no longer listen to what you're saying.
Okay.
BRB.
I don't know why I said okay. She can't hear me. How's everybody in chat doing? Let's do one final check-in. Did you get your streaming provider pulled up? Why are we have 6 more viewers now. Somebody tweeted. Someone did. I guess thanks for tweeting. The cat is back in the bag. Oh, hi, Heather. Ashley is good and tired. That is a mood. Am I right? I'm about to tweet. Who twote? Ashley tweeted, "Hi, William. Hello. Zooey for life. Hey, Traz the Goblin. Wait, I can very lightly hear myself. I'm curious if Nat. Maybe you can't hear me, but I'm curious if Nat put her headphones like right next to the microphone. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it be? Slime the Clown. I've never watched you stream before, but I adore your music and Nat's. Thank you, Slime the Clown. That's awesome to hear. But yeah, I've done. This is my 12th or 13th episode of Listen Along. You know what? I am gonna go to the talk screen really quick because I'm gonna bring up just this image really quick. This is the upcoming schedule for what we've got coming up. McKinley Dixon. Oh no, she's back.
I'm back.
McKinley Dixon, Field Medic, Backwash, Origami Angel, and Arcadia Gray are coming up. I'll show that again later. Let me go back to the listening screen here. Yeah, but we can go through that. I'm excited for that. I'll be doing it. People have tweets. All right. I joined because I'm waiting for my furry boyfriend to stream. Right on.
I'm your furry boyfriend now.
Wow. Why William stalling so much? Well, I'm sorry, Austin. My guest was in the bathroom.
I was pissing. So next time that you judge somebody for something that you don't know they're going through, maybe they're just pissing.
Maybe just think that they're pissing. Please.
When's the furry album coming out, Nat? Says Cheddar Baby.
Listen Along is going great.
All right, we're at the 35-minute mark. We could have listened to the entire album by this point. It's a short album.
It is. It's 33 minutes and 43 seconds. So here we go. Just after 1 p.m. we'll be done if we start right now. Are you ready, Nat?
Aye, Captain.
Okay, I'm ready too. I can't hear you.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was pretty damn good.
Okay, I need to start this. All right, I'm gonna do the countdown now. Stop saying stalling in the chat. It's gonna make
stalling.
No.
Stalling.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hold on, it didn't start for me. Can we restart?
Yes, we can.
Why did it not start for me? It literally did. Why? I pressed the play button and it was like, yeah, I'm playing now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, everybody.
Okay,
Ball start.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to bring up a whole different file because my iTunes is breaking, which is great. I love that. But
oh my gosh. Cheddar says we're getting tricked to stream it multiple times. Yeah, if that 3 seconds that we just played it counted.
Okay, let's see. Preview. No. Come on.
Okay, here we go.
No, not yet.
What? Oh, are you stalling now? Who's stalling now? It's not me.
Okay, here we go. Okay. It's up. I got this.
We got it.
Fuck, no! It left! This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a sec.
Well, I guess the next album will be about this then, huh?
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
Okay. Hey, don't highlight a message that says stalling. Don't do that.
Okay, let's see.
Don't use your bits or channel points or whatever.
Okay, I think I got it.
Oh my god.
I think...
Okay, here we go.
I got it.
Are you ready?
Oh, just one sec.
Okay. Are you going to test it yourself really quick?
Yes. It
cool.
Worked.
All right. So this is t.i.a.p.f.y.h by Left at London. The first song is Pills and Good Advice. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, already a classic.
Actually, kind of, yes. I love this intro so much. You're like the harmonies. Oh, everyone is highlighting stalling. Come on.
We're listening to the album now, folks.
I hope you all didn't waste your time typing that and you were able to hit play with us. I love your falsetto. Your little
Thanks.
head voice. Oh my god.
I actually recorded this guitar part on my iPhone like this is like 3 different takes just like stitched together from my iPhone voice memos.
Did this song come from the line in the chorus, or did you were you writing it and then that came up and so you named it Pills and Good Advice? And
I don't remember, like, genuinely.
Cool.
I think I was trying to turn it down because I couldn't hear myself over the music, and then for some reason I was like, let's drag the entire window to the left, and then I tried like putting the window back to where it was, and then the window stayed where it was but the volume went up, And I was like, what the hell is happening? I am so glad that somebody liked the distorted drums on here, because there was a review that I saw that was like the drums are distorted. And I'm like, yeah,
On
because it
purpose.
sounds sick.
Yes.
Like, come on.
I don't know if you saw that highlighted message from Adult Suede about being pulled into a very important mental space ahead of a lot of decision I've been making lately, so thank you. That's very sweet to hear.
I'm glad.
The transition after the intro is so good. I completely agree.
I was really proud of that. I literally made this beat separately from the intro, and then like a lot of this song was made separately from each other, and then I was just like, wait a sec. I literally, like, the moment right after the I can never go back, which we're not on yet, but the moment after that to the do you understand section was completely blank for like a solid like week.
Wow.
I was only listening to Boss Baby drums. These don't sound like Boss Baby drums. What are Boss Baby drums? Where can I get the sampler pack?
I don't know.
It's just like Alec Baldwin saying snare, bass, tom, one. That'd be awful.
The distortion you got on your voice in certain sections of this song is also so good.
Like which song? Which particular sections?
It was literally right before this section. It was the last line that you said right before this section came in. I can't remember what it was. You do it a few times on the record, so I'll bring it up again.
Okay, just bring it up next time it happens, because I don't know how I produced a lot of these vocals.
Well, I think it was natural distortion. I just mean with your voice.
Oh, like rasp.
Not quite that.
And I would take you up to the stars. I remember showing this song to some people in like the vocal French fry. I remember showing this particular like bit, like the "and I would take you up to the stars." First of all, I really wish that Hayley Williams just randomly approached me and was like, "Hey, do you need me to sing a part on your song? Because I will," because that would have been the part that I would have chosen. Secondly, which is why I guessed it up, and then like I remember showing like a group chat that I was in this song, and right at that point they since then they haven't stopped calling that particular section the anime intro part, which is just like I really like I was not intending to make an anime intro, but the moment somebody mentioned it, I was like, oh
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
100% is. Oh, also this part of the song, the "you looking quite like my mirror," this whole section up until the sax solo, I actually wrote that. I wrote and performed this part of the song on the same day at a concert of mine, very, very early 2020, before the pandemic came to the US. It was like, I believe it was in San Francisco. And like, I remember like, I was just like snapping and like having everybody like humming this like vocal part. Ended up sounding really good.
Yeah.
Also, this is my dad on sax.
This is your what?
This is my dad on saxophone.
Your dad on sax?
Yeah, right now.
Wow.
Did I not tell you that?
No, I thought this was a synth.
Yeah, no, like so the news has been out for kind of a while, but essentially my dad got diagnosed with cancer earlier this year, and he's like when I was making this song, I like hit him up and I was like, "Dad, you're like one of the only people that I know that plays saxophone and has like a vague knowledge of like what makes audio sound good when recorded. Like he's not going to turn the gain all the way up while trying to record a saxophone part and then make it all distorted. And he really just like immediately was like, okay, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this. He ended up buying like a bunch of equipment just to record this one part. And he's paying for like cancer treatments and shit. So it's not like that was like easy money to just blow, but like he just did it because he wanted to do it that bad. And like honestly, like that was like a huge win for me.
Yeah, wow.
Huge W. Can I get W's in the chat from my dad?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, also, he's playing saxophone on this part too. He like sent in him like mimicking the guitar part because he was just like, how does this sound? Like, this is just a test. And then he sent me other bits and he was like, these are also tests. And I was like, no, they're not. They're going to be on the final product. And so I just like, soaked them in reverb and added a little distortion. So that's why they sound a little synthy. But, oh yeah, this is the Cute Thing sample. Thank you, Ashley, for helping me get that. Because I wouldn't have been able to get this sample without Ashley, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out Ashley.
Shout out Ashley. They pulled some strings.
I do love this part of the song.
I had this chorus. I came up with this chorus and I came up with the idea to sample Cute Thing just in general, not for this song, but just in general. 2 separate parts. Then I realized I could just repeat the last 2 chords twice. And then it would be the same chord progression that I was thinking of. It's really weird. Most of the drums on here that are live are MIDI drums, and the drums on here that like are live don't sound like live drums. Like they sound like MIDI drums. Like I made them sound like MIDI drums. I don't know how I did that, but I did that.
Hey. Also, I love the vocal effect on this part.
Oh, the formant drop. Favorite fucking plugin. My favorite stock plugin is the vocal transformer and just pitching the formant down. It worked for like I was very happy when like I started hearing that same effect in like early Brockhampton songs and the latest Bo Burnham special, because I was like, oh man, people are finally understanding how fucking badass this stock plugin is.
I feel like there's a lot of that. Am I wrong? Is that on Igor?
I think a lot of it is just him literally pitching them up as opposed to like changing the formant.
Oh, sure.
Like the formant is what it gets, like makes it sound like that. While the pitch is what it is, like the actual notes. Is that what you did on the beginning of Safety First? That was Vera's voice, but I did pitch the formant down on Vera's voice for that, and I auto-tuned it. The original vocals sounded... Oh, we're also on track 2 right now.
Yeah, this is the Ballad of Marian Zianchek.
But yeah, Vera like sent me the vocals like with no effects on them, just and like there were a lot more background vocals at the beginning of Safety First intended to be there on her part, but I removed a lot of them because I was worried that it was going to like, because it's a very dense song and I wanted the beginning to be a little bit like less dense, because it was just going to sound like way too maximalist of a song. And so, yeah. Oh yeah. I also, were you the person that tweeted me about the, Cheddar Baby? Were you the person that tweeted me about the big jump in Google searches for Marian Zianchek after this album came out? Because somebody did, and like it caused me to do my own little extra research. Also Gecko Yan pointed out Gecko Yan and Adult Suede pointed out the last Pills and Good Advice line. And the thing, so here's a fun fact about the end of Pills and Good Advice, even though that we're on a different track right now. So I literally, God, by the time that I finish this fun fact, it's going to be track 3. But literally, so I have this auto-tune plugin called Waves Tune, and I didn't realize until I used it on a 10-minute song that at the 10-minute mark it stops working. So the reason why there's formant shifted vocals and then like unformanted vocals, it was originally supposed to be all one formanted vocal, but I was like, well, past the 10-minute mark, I have 15 seconds left, and so I just like just changed I just changed the way that the vocals sounded and then added like a harmony on top. And for some reason the last note harmony, like the like that interval, the way it works in the song for some reason always reminds me of System of a Down, like the way System of a Down songs end, which is like,
sure.
I don't know why, but it just does. Also, I want to shout out Sophia Conat, who did the vocals just a couple seconds ago on the Ballad of Marian Zinecheck, and also the piano. We were talking about Vera earlier, so I might as well shout out Vera, who did the piano on this track. She's been in 3 songs of mine now.
The part where your friend comes in, like vocal-wise, just makes this song like explode for me. It's so good.
So it's funny because we've known each other since high school. We played opposite each other in Oklahoma. We were love interests in Oklahoma, and like in high school, like she was essentially trained out of doing like this, like she was like a soprano, and she like at the time fit like the stereotype of like the like very loud, very nasally soprano, and like she was sort of like trained out of that. And I remember specifically hitting her up and being like, hey, remember that like way that you used to sing in high school? And she was like, oh yeah, that way. And I was like, yeah, do that again. She's like, okay.
Untrained.
Untrained,
right
please.
now.
But yeah, somebody in the comments after I said the System of a Down thing said, why don't you ask the kids at t.i.a.p.f.y.h?
Oh my god.
Thank you, Escabi. Escabi? If yeah.
It's close, yeah.
It's close.
Still we try.
And then 30 seconds of like nature sounds, because I figured people needed a calm, a cool down after that song. It's an intense song, and we just kind of like blasted through it talking about System of a Down. But
I mean, yeah, it's a great song. I love that. I love that song. It's probably one of my favorites on the record. Yeah.
Oh, now we're on track 3. So I want to shout out Floral Tattoo, who let me sample Bible Dictionary for this song.
Hell yeah. And this is There Is a Place for You Here, which is one of the acronyms.
Yes, one of them. Cheddar Baby says, what's the story about picking Marian for a full song? Admittedly, what had happened was essentially I wanted to make an album about Seattle in the same way that like Sufjan Stevens did Illinois and what was it, Michigan, Maryland? What was the M state? Minnesota?
I don't know.
Either way, Sufjan Stevens was like, I'm going to make an album about every 50 states. And I was like, doubt, I'm going to make my own. So I literally looked up weird facts about Seattle, and Marian Zinecheck's story was number 2 on this article I found about weird facts about Seattle. I didn't even finish the rest of the article. I started writing the song right then and there.
Oh.
And so like that's how I like started like doing that shit. You should pause the album so you can talk a bit, to be honest. No. Fuck you, Ashley.
We can talk a little bit after as well.
Yeah, we can just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's chill. We're chilling. We're vibing.
Yeah. Chat if you want. If there's any story that we don't get like too far into and you want to hear more about, remember it after, and we'll try to cover some stuff.
Yeah, just listen to it again right after it. But oh god, there was something I wanted to say, which is this song's about my cat. And there's a part right here Like there's a part right around here. There's like a synth that I want to point out because it's not actually a synth, but people think it is.
Ooh. Look at you turning real drums into MIDI drums and other instruments into synths.
Okay, it's right here. Wait, no. No, it's not right here. Never mind.
Okay.
I will point it out when it happens. But essentially, there's a part like that little like harmony.
Oh.
That's a meow that I found on the internet. So like,
great.
You can hear it really clearly at the end of the song, like after this chorus. Let me hold on. I think it's right around here. 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
That's a meow, baby.
You. Yep.
That's a meow.
That's a meow.
So is there a house for you here, literal, because the cat lives there? Yes. Why are the cats at this? Where are the cats at in this motherfucking chat? My cat is in my room, probably under my bed, so I can't get to him. Now it's out of my mind. Track 4.
Yes, out of my mind.
This is the third track Vera and I have collabed on, or at least collabed on that has been released. Or at least the third Left at London song that we've collabed on. I also did a song with her called The Mortifying Ordeal of Being Known. But Vera did the drums on this, or at least the first half. Oh, man. Like, hey, Adult Suede says, it's a weird context to know this is about a cat because I've been listening to it thinking about moving in with my boyfriends. So here's the thing. That song is about love and care and protection and helping each other. If you find a romantic context in that, I do not blame you. It's not what the intent was. I am, as much as people say that I look like him, I am not Shane Dawson.
Jeez.
But no, I'm just a cat now and I'll accept that, says Adult Suede. Oh yeah. Love the little boop boops.
I also love the boop boops.
I've had this chorus in my head since I was like in junior high or something like that. People say that I look like Shane Dawson all the time in my TikTok comments. I'm not making that up. I wish that they wouldn't. But I'm not making that up. Oh, the Katamari soundtrack. It reminds Ashley of the Katamari soundtrack, which is really cute considering like I don't really play that much video games. Like I've only played Katamari once, and I like I remember the soundtrack really sticking with me. So I'm really glad that like that there's that comparison to be made.
And this is Jade because this is their favorite song on the album.
Hey, that's really cool to hear. I'm glad. Want to roll you up into my life. And then the beat switch. This section right here, this is one of my favorite parts of the album. Just this entire outro. Ro did the drums in the song. I'm about to be it. Also did the vocals. So shouts out Ro. Thank you, Ro. The evil laugh was also a formant shifted thing. I love using and also Ro's vocals in this are formant shifted. I I wrote Ro's vocals, but I remember Ro showed me this work in progress that was like there is a work in progress that if you're listening to this, Ro, please know that I still think about the like made a couple mil in a past life work in progress that you showed me a while back, because that line is amazing. But yeah, like they showed me that work in progress and I was like, I have to get you on this song like immediately. Now we're on track 5. It could be better. Yeah.
5. It could be better.
This is one of my faves. It seems to be everybody else's fave too.
This is the song with the ego line, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Also, Slime the Clown asks, I have a question about this song. Well, the last song. The lyric, now I'm stimming with the safety, is similar to the lyric, it felt like I had died. I've been stimming with the trigger of the gun. Was this on purpose? Yes. Very much so. I don't really love you back. Yeah. Love this song. I'm not gonna lie. I jam out to my own music constantly, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
No. But it is surprising. Because this chorus is so good. When that bass line comes in, it's incredible.
This bass line was ripped directly from another work in progress that I was making at the time, or like a couple months prior, which I believe the file name is either Hyperpop NSYNC or Hyperpop Beyonce, one of those two.
Great.
Yeah.
That's so good. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just that it's I most of the artists that I have on here like say like they hadn't listened to their music a lot because they just don't like to hear it.
That's so weird to me.
There was
yeah, I can win an Emmy, I can win a Grammy and an Oscar. I can win an Emmy, I can win a Grammy and an Oscar, and all I'd have is my ego.
Yeah. It's a good line. It's really good. It's very clever.
I find that it's like a little bit of a double entendre, well, triple entendre, because it's like all I have is my ego, all I have is my Emmy, Grammy, and Oscar, and then there's the idea that like Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, and EGOT is like a thing in the industry.
Yeah.
And so it's like I was thinking of like just falling short of an EGOT, and like being just stuck with your ego in that like disappointment. But yeah. Cheddar Baby says Beyonce confirmed for next album. I really like that idea because there was actually an idea that I had like in the wildest world where I could like afford to have like a Beyonce or like a Young Thug feature. I don't know why those two were the ones that came up in my head for me.
Great.
But like I wanted to name a song like Sorry to All Beyonce fans, but Beyonce is not on this song. And then like in the middle of the song, Beyonce has a feature just as a surprise, but again, could not afford that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Also, the fun fact about this beat switch, because somebody mentioned this beat switch, like this disco beat switch is mostly stock Logic loops, because I needed to quickly make a part to transition between this part and the rest of the song. And so I just quickly just like rounded up a bunch of stock Logic loops that were the same tempo, changed the pitches of everyone to make sure that they were in the same key, and then added a vocal over that, and the rest is history.
There it is. There it is.
Ashley asks, is the end beat switch based on Be Nice to Me? No, but Drain Gang. Cheddar Baby says, this isn't related to this album specifically, but I was so blown away seeing Open Mike Eagle on Transgender Straight Legend Volume 1. Me too. I did not expect that to happen. All right, now we're on Kudzu, yeah?
Yes. Track 6, Kudzu.
Track 6, Kudzu.
The penultimate track.
Yes. So good. This is my favorite on the album, I think. I literally like...
I love your vocal performance on this.
I think it's one of my best vocal performances I've given on a song.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like, and that's saying a lot because you have a very grand mastery of your voice.
Thank you. I remember like, so here's a fact about the song, but like I've already like essentially like this song was written, the beat was made while I was extremely high, and then the rest of the song was made like after I realized that it was beginning to be a problem. And so like the rest of the song is about addiction, and like I was like doing it sober. So like half of the song was done like me not sober, and half the song was done like me completely sober. It was so that's why you kind of get like this weird like fight between the vocals and the beat.
Sure.
Almost like I feel like that's like, yeah. Also, shout out Willie Crooks for letting me sample him. PF Tech Freestyle is the song that I sampled if anybody's looking for it, but the project that comes off of, Stretch Pink Hummer, genuinely one of my favorite projects, one of my favorite short form projects that I've heard in music, possibly of all time. It's just really impressive to me. Also, shouts out Nick Villa on Second Brain on Insta for doing the drums on both parts of this song.
Wow.
I like edited them like very minimally, but like he did drums on this and Pills and Good Advice. Like the beginning of Pills and Good Advice was like that, like those drums. That's him. I just like chopped it up in a really weird way.
This part right here reminds me of Rina Sawayama.
Yeah.
Me, oh my. It's not the same, but it's like it reminds me of that. And like the rhythm switch stuff. I really like it.
Yeah, I think that this was like the album that I started learning how to do drums. God.
And honestly, distorted drums, one, they sound great, and two, they fit really well with your music. I don't know why anyone would complain about distorted drums.
I think the need for clarity in music is, controversial opinion, kind of entitled.
Sure.
I like I don't know, people who complain about Cherry Bomb's mixing, for example, complain about the music. If you this is not towards anybody in particular, but if you fuck with the mixing on The Money Store and you don't fuck with the mixing on Cherry Bomb, that's hypocritical. That's just hypocritical. I can't tell a single thing that either of them are saying on either album because of the drums are loud, because of the synths are like very mid-heavy. It's just, yeah.
Also,
oh my God.
Jay made it in the chat.
Oh, hi, Jay. Gecko Yan says this album has maybe my favorite drum production of all time, which I'm really thankful for, considering that I never considered myself good at drums before in my life. So like, I'm really happy that like I improved my game that much, I guess. Also, we're on the last track. This is A Protest for Your Heart.
And that's the other acronym. Yes.
Also, you'll notice that sometimes so first of all, I want to explain that like because of the background synth, this used to be called so because of that, the project was originally called Electric Bagpipes.
Oh.
And the way that I got the cracking sound from that synth.
Oh. Yes, I remember that. That's when you showed us the demo. Yes, it was called Electric Bagpipes. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, yeah, Ashley pointed out that the like my main co-producer on this song, Fixel, was 15, I think 14 when we made this track. I did not know that until halfway through making the song, because that they produced like a motherfucker, and like this whole like section, the drums, that's Fixel. That's a 15-year-old Fixel. How the fuck? It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Holy shit.
Right?
I didn't do anything good till I was like 24.
I remember very specifically these drums, like the half speed drums, are literally when she sent me the drums originally, they were twice this speed, and I believe that she reused those drums for the outro. But I literally just half speed the drums, and she was like, "Oh, this fits really well," and then it ended up working out really perfectly.
Also, your like shouty voice for that last verse is so good. I just like
the not like that I got my
yes.
stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Oh man. Yes, 15. I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked. I'm going to theorize what t.i.a.p.f.y.h stands for. You don't have to. Look at the title of this track. Like, please. Yeah. Also, this little I'm assuming that you're going to ask about this like DDD section. Yeah. That's me singing, like I was singing like a really flat like I was singing a really flat uninspired like dee 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 like in the mic that I had, and then I just auto-tuned it, and then I like stretched, like I was literally slowing it down so much when I was recording it. It was like half the tempo, and then I just like stretched it. And the glitchy part of it is Logic has this thing. I just wanted that part to play. But yeah, Logic has this thing called slicing quantization, which like will essentially like if you stretch it out long enough, then it'll like glitch and it'll try to like repeat like sections before it. And so I was just fooling around with that, and I was like, because originally I was trying to like figure out what to do with there. Like I was like improvising like lyrics. I was I tried to do like a separate wishbone section. Oh, sure. I think the first thing that I tried was just like repeating the "Listen to the world it's seeking," that section, and like none of it worked. I was just like, this could be way better. I don't know why. I don't know how. It took me a week before I like finished the song, and that was the only thing that I needed to finish.
And when you were working on that, did you know it was going to be the final track?
Yes, I think so.
So for any non-musicians out there or anything, I mean, or even musicians who know this, like, if you know you have a final track and you're working on it, and something just isn't working quite right, there's quite a bit of pressure there.
Yeah. So there's a story about like my songwriting that I feel like I could tell.
I mean, you're welcome to.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading the comments and I got distracted.
No, yeah, well, the album is over now, but you can keep listening. We'll talk some more, and then you tell this story, and then if there's anything people wanted to hear more about, we can do that really quick. Yeah, great.
For example, this is a really easy question to answer, but Cheddar Baby asked, "Is the I lived line in reference to that old man in the hospital meme?" Yes, I literally almost got in a car crash on my way home driving my roommate to work. And so I immediately called my girlfriend, and I was just like very adrenaline up, just being like, holy shit, I almost got in a car crash. I lived, bitch. And then I sampled like I was like, wait, send me that voicemail like immediately after I sent it, because I was like immediately like, this, I could use this for something. But yeah. Going back to what I was saying, one thing that really influenced my way of songwriting was in like junior high, I was very into classic rock, and I remember reading this article or opinion poll that said, like, according to this poll, Bob Marley was voted the best lyricist of all time or something like that. And I don't disagree with like the idea that Bob Marley is a good lyricist. But I do remember very specifically thinking that the line, like, I think it's in Get Up, Stand Up, where he's like, preacher man won't tell me heaven is under the earth, something, something, what life is really worth. And I thought the rhyme was a little like clunky at the time. But like one thing that happened was at that moment, I was like, in that moment, I was like, oh, well, if Bob Marley can be clunky sometimes, so can I. And the thing that I had to unlearn was that specific thing, is because number one, I'm not fucking Bob Marley. I'm not Bob Marley. And number two, I can only, like, if I'm not asking myself to represent myself in the best possible way, in the one of the only ways that I have to represent myself, then I'm going to be misrepresented, and I'm going to be I'm going to be misunderstood, and I don't want that. And so like a huge thing that happened to me was finally admitting to myself that I didn't like that lyric, and that I felt like it could have been written better, because like Bob Marley is a legend, and I don't disagree with that statement. I do not think that line makes Bob Marley any less of a legend, but I just didn't like that line. And I tried to make myself like that line because of societal pressure or something like that.
Sure. Everybody was just pressuring me to like this Bob Marley line.
But yeah. But yeah, like that was like a huge thing for me to realize.
Yeah.
Was that.
And I mean, like with clunky songwriting kind of stuff, I mean, I know for a lot of like independent artists, like musicians and DIY musicians and stuff, I know I will give people a lot of leeway, like with production. If somebody wants to show me like some music of theirs or that kind of thing, like because I'm not fully very confident in like my personal like production abilities either, or that kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, if someone's doing something. But one thing that always catches me, and this doesn't like kill an album for me or a song or anything, but if I can hear someone clamoring to get through a line because it just doesn't fit like rhythmically, or like if it happens like once, like, and it kind of seems intentional, I'm like, oh, that was cute, or something. I'm like, oh, that's a cool part of the song. But if a lot of somebody's lyrics, or if they're like falling behind the song, or they just like can't keep up because like what they wrote was too complex, or like there's too many words and stuff, that kind of thing does like trip me up when I'm listening to either self-produced or like indie music or that kind of thing. And it makes it less likely for me to return to it. But I do like I said, I give a lot of leeway for that kind of thing. But I think that's an important skill and a lesson in just writing music.
Yeah. Your standards are your standards, not anybody else's.
Yeah.
But I remember very specifically like trying to sing along to Death Grips Is Online, the first track off of Year the Snitch, and realizing that Death Grips Is Online is a really hard lyric to say as fast as he does. And I don't know, I've never seen that song performed live, so I do not know if he can say it live, like, you know, like I don't know if he's like just going like pretty nine, Death Grips Is Online, like I can't do it. But yeah,
well, there's a lot of stuff production wise that we do for a final mix or like a song to have it in its mastered form that we definitely can't do live. I mean, speaking of like our cover that we did of My Chemical Romance, not only can we definitely not play that song live, like Jay can't sing it live, I can't play it live, like I don't know. I don't know if Lane can play like the downstroke stuff like that quickly live. All around, it would be very. Jonas might be able to play it live, but the rest of us, like, I don't know. But also, if you look up live video of My Chemical Romance performing that song, they also don't play it live like to that extreme. Gerard is not like singing in that octave the whole time, and it's a little bit more subdued, and some of the other members are taking on like like Ray Toro is singing the high parts on the choruses or whatever, because as a lead guitarist or whatever, all you have to do is like scream into a microphone, like scream sing into a microphone, and you can hit those notes for like a chorus and then stop or whatever. So I think it's important a couple of I mean, like, to know that there are things that you can do with your record that you won't be able to do live, and that's okay. And that, like, if you basically just decide if you want to be making music that's like, this is how I want it to be and this is how I want it to be heard live, or I want this to be like its own thing and then the live stuff to be its own thing as well. I think about like Queen a lot, or like the Beatles. Like, they did a ton of production. They created like a full like artwork that could not, absolutely not be replicated in person. And
I mean, that's why the Beatles didn't, like, that was one of the reasons that the Beatles didn't perform anything live until like Let It Be.
Yeah.
For that entire second half of their career.
It would be too hard. The songs would barely sound the same.
Let's check the viewer count. Did we hit 500? No.
Nope, no tattoos today.
No tattoos. Sorry.
All right, I think we can get into. Does anybody have anything quick before we end the stream here that they wanted to hear a little bit more about,
or something excruciatingly long?
Sure. I mean, Jay says syllable emphasis is key to making lyrics not sound completely incompetent, unless you really lean into weird emphasis and make it intentional. Yeah, I mean, like, I agree with that. Jay's saying I can do it live.
I actually asked what was the part of Out of My Mind that I thought of a long time ago. And that was the there's nothing left to do. Because that's all I'm good for. Those specific parts. Cheddar Baby, whose house is that on the cover? I was walking one day, I saw that house, I took a picture. So if you find it, let me know privately and not in public, because I do not want to dox anybody. But I do know that, like, if I ever like got like the money to do it, I would buy that house and then change the name. Then I would change the name of the street to Transgender Street. I've been thinking about this a lot.
Quick about the if you don't mind, about the album art, like the house. There is a little tiny story you told me. Is that something you would be able to tell about that? About how it's different now?
Yes. So you'll notice that. Oh, excuse me. I ate a bunch of guacamole before this, but you'll notice that the house on the cover doesn't have an address, and there's construction going on in the front of it. That's because it is the back of a house with a house being built in an alleyway directly behind it. So it's impossible to find that house looking the exact way that it does, because there is now a house directly in front of it, so it's completely blocking it.
Yeah. I think that's cool. This like, you can't replicate this picture.
Yeah, you cannot. It's crazy, and I love that. Let's see. How's the Addams Family song going? I have no idea what that referencing. Is that some of yours?
Wait, how is the what?
Addams Family song going?
How's the? Wait, where is that? Because that might be. Yeah, that's Franny asking that.
Right. Oh man. I've made like an abundance of unfinished beats, so I'm gonna have to go back to that one because I like forgot that we even made anything when you were over here. Like it just slipped my mind because
Yeah,
I've been making literally like 3 to 5 beats every day for the past like 2-3 weeks. It's crazy. But
if we want to
yes.
get can someone get an exclamation point listen in the chat? I want to get that one more time really quick. I think we're wrapping up. We're cooling down here.
Yes. Relentless Boo asked, question, which track on here is the oldest and which one is the youngest? Kudzu was entirely conceptualized within like 2 weeks of needing to turn in the album. And the oldest one was probably... The oldest song that was being done written was the Ballad of Marian Soundtrack, probably. But the oldest song that I had any concept for was probably the was the little section out of my mind that I was talking about. Oh, where did the instrumental of 6 Feet come from? Dylan Brady's brain. Thank you, Dylan Brady. And thank you, Gecko Jan, for asking. I'm just trying to go like massive light speed.
Yeah, let's speed round questions if you got them.
Yes. So in the process, did you figure out the actual name for the album? When I started teasing the album, I knew it was going to be called, well, I was wrong, but I knew the album was going to be called There's a Place for You Here. But I was like teasing it as being the acronym. And then somebody guessed This Is a Protest for Your Heart as the title. And I was like, wait, that's a better title. I want to use both titles now. And so I did. Ashley says, when can we expect TSLV3, Transgender Street Legend Volume 3, because it's the best Transgender Street Legend? That's true. And I'm working on it currently. Is there any plans for a Transgender Street Legend Volume 2 vinyl? Yes, and a Volume 3 vinyl at the same time, if you catch my drift.
Whoa.
And then, let's see. Anybody else? We got, let's say 3 more minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 more minutes, and then we're, then I gotta dip.
Yeah,
because I gotta pee again somehow.
Then leave. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta piss.
Sometimes you just gotta piss, kiddo.
There's a question for us. Don't all the Glass Beach members live together? Why were Jay and Jonas in the chat? It's because they had other things going on during this, and so they can't, they won't come in here and be here the whole time, but they can check in and say stuff and then peace out. Although Jonas watches the entirety of all of these, I'm pretty sure, just to kind of monitor and keep chat all right. What's an artist you like that sounds least like you?
That's a hard question because I draw influence vaguely from everybody that I ever listened to, but my favorite band of all time is Death Grips, and I feel like there is almost zero similarity between us. Even if I made my equivalent of my career's Yeezus, I don't think that I would be compared to Death Grips in 100 years. So I'm going to say Death Grips.
Cool.
Yeah.
And as far as influences, I have a question. Are there any bands or projects or groups that you get related to that, I don't know, that kind of irks you, or you don't hear it, or
that I get comparisons from?
Yeah,
and people are like, oh, you sound like this, and I'm like, how?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a hard one. I got asked from Nat, what's your favorite monster? And I'm going to say the purple one. That's the best tasting one. But the artist that I feel like I don't sound like, but people compare me to, I've gotten compared to Rex Orange County a couple times, and I literally didn't listen to Rex Orange County until I got that comparison. So I feel like that kind of counts, but I actually kind of see the Rex Orange County comparison.
I kind of see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, like I get it, but I did not get any influence from him until after I listened, until after people, after people compared me to Rex Orange County. If he wants to collab, my DMs are wide open.
I relate you and Mal Bloom in my head because you're both artists who articulate the trans experience really well. Okay.
That's like, hey, first of all, that's great. Second of all, I don't actually talk about my transness that much in my music anymore. But regardless, I feel like there are some trans experiences that are outside of the trans experience that are relatable to trans people. So I'm glad that I convey that. And thirdly, we were actually going to play a concert once. Apparently, like I went to a Mal Bloom concert, and they like we were like in the merch line, and they were like, "Oh my God, Nat!" And I was like, "Yeah," like we had never talked before, and they were like, "Yeah, we were gonna contact you to possibly play this show, but we thought you were too big." And I was like, "No, I'm right here. I'm right here." I would have died if I did that. Oh my God, I would have loved that. But apparently, I got too much clout.
Here. I might be able to do this. Well, Jay's here now, but we're about to wrap up, so we can hold on here.
I'm just listening to the stream on. I'm listening to the stream on my phone. It's way behind.
Oh God, Jonas is here too. Okay, all right, we'll all end out the stream together, I suppose. I've only got the one microphone though, so you can all be here.
Hi, Nat.
Let me see.
Hi.
Let me see if I can do this.
We can't hear you, Nat.
Oh no, I unplugged my camera.
Oh my God. Now we'll never know who's there.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. It's really funny because I can now see your camera on the stream, but not in the Google Meet that we are currently in.
I'll turn it back on the Google meeting. There you go. That should have worked. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for being here. If this is your first time hearing the record, I hope you enjoyed it. I would say again, !listen in the chat will bring you to Nat's website and also to the Left at London Patreon, which you can join for as low as $1 a month. Yeah. And yeah, buy the vinyl.
You can hear previews of Volume 3 of Transgender Street Legend and previews of You Are Not Alone Enough, well, not currently, but soon, on my Patreon for as little as $1.
That sounds like a good deal to me.
It's
Am I right?
Deal. It's a great deal.
I think so, yeah. I mean, $1, that's forgettable.
$1. What?
Yeah, $1 is forgettable. Like, if $1 a month, like, you could forget that you were doing
okay.
that. Yeah.
Like, if somebody stole $1 from you every month, then, like, you wouldn't be like, where the hell's my dollar?
Yeah, exactly. So just think about it that way, and that is stealing $1 from you every month.
Yeah, every month I go into your house.
Like subscription services where it's like, sign up for a free trial, give us your credit card information, and then like you forget about it, and then a month later they start charging you.
Yeah, it's like that, but only
$1.
From.
Okay. Any last things you want to say, Nat?
No.
Great. Cool. I'm going to go to the listening screen without you. They'll still be able to hear you, but they won't be able to see you. And then Jay's leaving now, apparently.
Oh, bye.
There's still more stream?
Well, this is the part where I say, thanks, everyone. This VOD will be up on the Second Glass Beach channel on YouTube. That's along with all of the other list-alongs I've done so far. I've done Origami Angel. I've done Angemily. I've done Pink Shift. I've done Cheek Face. I've done loads. Loads of them. You can find those. And then this is the schedule for the upcoming stuff that we have. We've got McKinley Dixon on July 10th. For my mama and everyone who look like her. I'm not positive on that title. I've forgotten it. But that we're covering that on July 10th. McKinley Dixon, it's an incredible album. So good. And then Field Medic on July 17th. We're doing Floral Prints together. Very excited for that. These are all great. And then Backwash on July 24th. We're going to be covering Stigmata. the EP that she released before her, not this most recent record, but the one before that one. And Stigmata is not available on streaming services and is only on Bandcamp, and I like it a lot. It's very good, and also one that she likes a lot and wishes more people would hear. But because it's not streaming, they don't. So we're going to try to do that one. And then on July 31st, we have Origami Angel coming back to do Gami Gang, because we had done Somewhere City, but now we're going to do Gami Gang. It's in its entirety, and hopefully we start sooner than I did today, because that album is an hour long pretty much. And then on August 7th, we have Arcadia Gray coming to do Konami Code. And very excited about that as well. That's it. I think we're done here. Do either of you want to say anything? Not at the same time, because we only have one microphone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Bye. See you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.